Come on over, it's time for Tim Friend.
Welcome back to the spookiest, the spookiest, scariest basement of all. That's right, it's Darkest Dungeon, as you can see from the art, the name of the episode. You know what? There's a lot of clues. If you haven't figured out that I'm playing Darkest Dungeon, I mean, listen. Maybe you should figure out what exactly you're fucking doing on YouTube. Because I gave you all the chances to know that I'm playing Darkest Dungeon. I'm Tim Friend. I admit that it doesn't say that in the title. It does say that in the thumbnail. And it does sort of say it in the description, because you can technically find the link to my Twitter, or my official Twitter that I absolutely post on all the time. And not just when I remember to do so, which is super often. But the official Tim Friend Twitter, twitter.com/TimLeeFriend. Check it out. Check it out. Oh, God. I hated that. I'm really sorry. But usually if you don't see an episode going up on a given day, you can check you can check that Twitter and it'll be like, hey, I'm sorry, something happened, and it will resume when this occurs, or when this occurs, or something like that. But not always. Sometimes it will be an apology. But it's a place where you can go and learn very unimportant, trivial things about Tim Friend. Mostly why an episode does not exist on a given day. And I will issue a blanket apology. That's right. I'm blanketly sorry for all the episodes that have not gone up on time, or have not gone up at all. My instinct was to say that it's not my fault. It is my fault. Usually it's me being lazy. Sometimes it's me being anxious. I would say in general, anxiety has been playing a larger role in my life ever since I stopped knowing anything about fish, or really sort of came to grips with how little I knew about fish. Let's put it that way. So there's been more anxiety. I would say my decisions, like every human. let's back it way up to how humans decide how to act or be. I would say that sort of background, low-level anxiety, like a deep bass thrum of anxiety throughout my life, has existed, and it has sort of increased in volume ever since the world could start to comprehend how little I knew about fish. And so that, like, there's been episodes gone up late, there have been episodes missed, and I'm sorry. I am really sorry. But also, this is just how I am. I don't want to say I've collapsed, because that's definitely not the case. There have been times where I have felt much worse than this. But it's usually for like spikes, where I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to go on this field trip. Oh my god, I have to go on this field trip and it's killing me. That was definitely a real thing in college when I had to go on geology field trips. But I would say that this has sort of been like have you heard of that noise that scientists have found, that deep bass note that they find in the ocean or some shit like that? That spooky ass noise that no one knows where it comes from. That's like the level that my anxiety has been at consistently for the past, let's say, month. For the record, I'm recording this on the 18th of April. So yes, let's say a good month. I have been constantly, I don't want to say patching myself back together, because again, I don't want to make it sound like I've been an absolute mess. I've just been more tense. That's the reality. I've just been more tense, more prone to let things slip, more prone to avoid things that stress me out even further, more prone to sort of sink into doing things that make me feel comfortable, or at least it can sort of maintain my intention and keep me at a solid neutral. And it's a bummer to say out loud, but at the same time, like, Is that self-care? I don't know. I don't know. There's definitely some things that I need to be doing that I have not been doing. Like there's at least one phone call that I need to make and at least one document that I have to print out. Though that one is partially on Julia Friend's responsibility as well. But like we haven't been, and it's because we've been stressing. It's real. The stress is real. Hashtag living with mental illness. Here I am, sad and oversharing all the time. And I don't come to this place. I don't come to Temperance. Hey, fantastic. We got shot for 11. We heal for 11. That's how it's supposed to go. 2 Chainz. I love it. Love that sauce. Not like you, Guyot. Still back at town. Fucking goofing off. Rolling 0s and 1s and 2s. Didn't like that at all. But yeah, I'm not asking. I'm not coming here to be like, hey, I feel really sad. You should pay attention to me. Because that's not what I intend. I don't want this show, because that's what it is. It's a show to be about how much of a bummer Tim Friend is. Not the show, but the person. Because I'm honestly not like this all the time. Like I'm not bummed out all the time. But I think it's important to be real that it does happen, and it does. And it has been, and it is, and it will be, and that's okay. Like I take medication every day to help deal with my anxiety, to help relax me, I guess, to help me not spike as much as I did when I was in college or in high school. 'Cause I think definitely college and high school were the times where I started to feel it more. You know, I think in middle school I was definitely. Sorry, now I'm also doing like decisiones. I'm gonna throw away these herbs. It's a bummer, but I'm gonna toss them. What's in the box? Ooh, bus. Can't carry that shit. Technically going mostly for money this time, but let's toss this holy water. Ooh, this is actually a very bad one, isn't it? This is a very bad mission for the antiquarian. So, I don't know if we've done this objective before. It's gather 3 holy relics. So the relics will appear as curios, and they could be fucking anywhere in the map. They can be in the fucking, they could be in the, sorry, there was a noise and I was very startled. They can be in the corridors, they can be in the rooms, and they look just like normal curios if you scout them, but in reality they look like this, and they'll always look like this. So let's crack that bitch open. We get a holy relic. The worst part about the holy relic is that it actually takes up an inventory slot. Oh, it sucks. That's why this is going to be the one time where I am going to I'm going to ditch the journal. Damn, I want to read that journal. And take the relic with me. Next time I think I'll discard the anti-venom. Oop, like that torch. Because we don't know what's in this room. We don't know what's in here. I think I'll camp when I get to here. I'll see how far I can get back here with the light dimming and dimming and dimming. Ooh, a map. What's this gonna be? It's just a regular scout. Okay, well, that does help us. Wow, that was a big scout. It went all the way back to there. It's still going? What the fuck? Yeah, stop shooting at me. I want to see how far this map goes. I can't drag the map right now. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. A crit to eliminate that guy. But yeah, as I was saying, this isn't going to be the Tim Friend bummer hour or anything like that. I just want you to, this is a place for Tim to be real. For me to open my mouth and let my brain fall out, as I've said many, many times before, and will inevitably say many, many times again. But that's the reality. It's hard for me to think about, to not say something, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. It's hard for me to be part of this. It's hard for me to be recording and say something and think before I speak, because I feel this pressure, and that it's sort of like the brand that I've created for myself. My dog brand is to just keep talking constantly, keep up the patter, and I don't know, I like it. It definitely leads to some of my dumber jokes. I'll be real with that. Though I'll say, I'll be real with that. Like I don't admit my jokes are fucking stupid all the time anyway. They absolutely are. How could you think that they are good? Ooh, yes, a rare antique. I will take that. And I'll take this crest instead of the anti-venom. Nope. Shift click the anti-venom, take the crests. I'm hoping that we find the relics after we camp so that we can free up that firewood spot. Ooh, yes please. Have the Crusader worship at this altar of light. Get the damage buff, which lasts until camping, which, now that I think about it, wasn't like the greatest idea, but let's roll back. We're gonna, god damn it, did not mean to press up, hit W on the WASD, but meant to just hit right. Oh shit. That map scouted the whole dungeon? Damn! That's a fucking effective map. Oh yeah, they fucking spawned a fight in our way. That's what happens sometimes when you backtrack. It's not common. It's not all the time. It's just something that you have to be aware of. Something that it's another thing to like keep you on your toes. When you have to backtrack like this, it's something to make sure you're paying attention, dork. Because if you're not paying attention, you big nerd, you might fucking might get ambushed or something like that because you let the torch run low while you're walking back because you're like, oh, I'll just camp and get it back to 100, like some guy would. I'm looking at you, Tim Friend, you piece of shit. Oh jeez, here comes the bummer storm again. No. No, never fear, loyal viewers, constant viewers, slavish, loyal again viewers. I certainly do not carry any deep loathing for myself, just the way I look and act. Nah, that's mostly a goof as well. Whenever you hear me dunking on myself, that's not me being super honest. There are definitely times where, especially when I look back at how I existed or how I acted or how I talked in middle school or in high school or in college, and I'm like, you fucking try hard. Why were you like this? Why did you do this? You were terrible, and because you were terrible once, you're probably terrible still. But most of the time, I'm able to get through that line of thinking and go like, hey, just because you were bad, now that you recognize you were bad, at least, you're not a monster anymore. Oh. Okay, I didn't know this. But when you mouse over the curios, they show up as quests, not as curio. Oh my fucking god, that's so good. Did we have holy water? We don't. Ignore that shit, bud. We're not going in there. You're gonna probably get sick or like bit by something. Ain't nobody want that. No, don't touch that urn. Ooh, I should remember to be touching stuff with the antiquarian. Oh my goodness, they stabbed the shit out of them. Okay, alright, okay. You got a little bit of protection, so let's just start by harvesting them. Let's put some bleeds on them. Boo, pop, pop. Yeah, it's a rust shot, you dork. Can't hit me with that shit. Let's force guard the Crusader onto Bersini, so it'll be harder for them to hit Bersini. Yeah, hit Cormet. God, I can't wait to be back to the Highwayman man. The Highwayman man. I'm the person with riposte. So I think it's like the Highwayman and the Man-at-Arms, who I barely ever use, are like, I think they're the only classes that have a riposte ability? I can't remember. Maybe one of the DLC classes. Like there's like a snake girl, like a girl who likes snakes a lot, and she's got like a spear. Shield breaker, that's what she's called. I need to heal. Why do I keep using 2 chains instead of healing with 2 chains? What a goofus. Let's fucking just I don't care. Just harvest or slice off or do whatever the fuck. And you're gonna use protection on yourself, so you're gonna get a massive 43% damage reduction. God, that's high. That's so high. Stab this corpse. I want to get to 2 chains turn. The bandit's gonna go now and die. Damn it. Alright, that's fine. Because we're gonna go in this room and we're gonna take a sleep. We're gonna take a little nap. because we have got to heal our shit. This one's interesting. I didn't know this. When you go into a quest curio room, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to, like, what am I trying to say? I'm sorry. That it's going to have a fight in there, unlike every other curio room, which does indeed do that. Let's see, who can give me some minus stress? You can. You can heal the antiquarian, which conveniently gets rid of that bleed. Stand tall would do it. We could do mockery on someone, and then, or abandon hope, which is minus 25 stress, and has a chance to increase everyone else's stress. Let's abandon hope. Yeah, that was great. We should always be abandoning hope. We can use resupply to get supply items. Fuck it. Bandages. That's radical. Because we don't really have any. We could use the tiger's eye, like whatever it is, face paint. Use that on the Crusader because he is regrettably our main damage dealer. We've got 3 thingies left. I think we just, like, do we have another bandage? Let's bandage up the antiquarian a final time. And then we'll use this to get, fuck it, some medicines. Yes. Everyone talk and whatever. Great, a blazing star is born. I love it. Well, now we gotta throw away some of our shit anyway. I'm gonna get rid of the blandage. Get that holy relic. Hell yes. Now, we're back on our way. We've got to go almost all the way through this dungeon. If we come through it unscathed enough, I'm considering just keeping on and going through to that, because there's that gold room, that room with treasure up there. Oh shit! Well, that's the collector, isn't it? That certainly is the collector. Okay, let's give him minus 12% damage, right? Because the debuff will work. Great, love it. Love what I'm seeing. Let's give him a stab. Yeah, now we can try to really get the fucking finale ready to go, because that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be, because the collector's gonna go all the way to the back. It's gonna be hard for us to get him forward. We could use Guyot or Guyo. Could use Guyot to bring the collector forward, but every time we kill a Skeleman, he's gonna use the Jim Joe. What am I trying to say? Collect call again, and send himself to the back and refill the skulls. So I think that building up our finale damage is actually gonna be the way to go. We've got plus 60%. We just gotta build it up like another 6 more times or some shit like that. Did we force protect? No. Let's invigorating vapors. We're just gonna spam that one for a while. It's gonna be the Crusader and the Jester building their shit up. Show collection. Wow, look at this no damage you did. Oh shit, okay, that's stress. Well, that's not as great. I was really hoping that they would just do no damage. Damn, my Crusader's tanky as fuck right now, and it's awesome. Alright, get rid of that motherfucker, because the Vestal head, the collected Vestal, will heal its friends. Regrettably for me. Fuck that shit. That's all I gotta say about that. Fuck that shit. Should we heal? Yeah, let's heal Cormet. Because even though it looks like he's fine, that just means that he doesn't... what am I trying to say? It just means he still has taken a bunch of damage. It just means he has a lot of health already. How much does our finale do right now? 12 to 20. It's not bad. Let's stab the collector. A crit. Delightful. Delightful indeed. Hell yes. And now he will heal people's stress better. Well, that's not as exciting, but it's still kind of cool. A crit on the stun move for 11 damage. It's like almost as much as I've ever done with the stun. As much as I've ever done with the stun. It was good shit. And then let's debuff the fucking other highwayman to give him less dodge, since this guy's already almost dead. Yes, this seems good. He's not using collect call, so I get free stabs on him, bringing him even closer to the sort of the finale range where we need him to be at. We're at 120% damage, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. So we've got another couple of Dirk stabs before we can launch the finale. Ew, he has like a little head grows out of him. Oh, it's a collected man-at-arms. Remember, that's the other person with riposte. I think the beheaded version will also get riposte, if I'm remembering correctly, which I might not be because of how I am. Head games. Oh, he does a force guard, you motherfucker. And gives himself plus 25% protection. You're a monster. You're a fucking monster. Okay. Alright, well, we gotta fuck up this man-at-arms head. If he's gonna do that shit. God, it's gross. This is a gross little guy. Oh, no. Oh, this is miserable. It's miserable. Reduces protection. Because if we can't break through that force guard, then we won't be able to drop the big finale bomb. Well, it'll still be a big finale bomb. We'll just have to delay it. And every time we delay, we're taking more damage. There we go. That's very nice. Now, the next one, I think I'm going to use finale. Yeah, it's not as much damage as I would like, because it's 5 turns. Fuck it. Better to use it than lose it. Am I right? Better to lambaste it than waste it. Yeah, that was nothing, and I apologize for all the nothing that was, but my name's Tim Friend. I'm here to make really dumb jokes in an incredibly major way, and I wish I had better news for you, but I don't, and I'm here, and so are you. Really bold stuff, rhyming you with you. What was that? Headache. Whoa. Plus 50% damage!
That's so much damage. I don't like that very much at all.
We could drop a stun on his ass, which would be like an 80% chance to stun him. Yeah. Let's clock him. Clock him over the head. Good. That stuns him, that takes out one of his actions, and that keeps him up front, which is the most important part. So that, it's incredibly rude, Vestal. It's really impolite of you. Heal the shit out of the Crusader, please. Thank you, 2 Chainz. Thank you for a big heal on Cormet. That's exactly what I like to see. Should we do the stab, or should we try to pop a blight on him? If we pop a blight on him, it's more likely to kill him over time. If we pop a stab on him, we're more likely to kill him this turn with Cormet, because we've got a smite with his name on it. Ooh, let's do this as well. We've got the debuff from using Finale, but... Oh, wow. So, I didn't know that. That does not diminish the Jester's offensive ability. It just means that they are slower and less able to dodge. That's interesting. I didn't know that very much. Oh, that's pricey. Shift-click the emerald to discard it. Alright, okay. The collector. We're fine. Ooh, mamma mia, mamma mia. Brasini. Eat this food. It is my body. Fasan up front again. We're going to do this battle. Now maybe we're not going to go all the way to that treasure chest. Now maybe we're just going to go to the curio and bounce. Though, looking at our stats, we did come out of there okay. He didn't do a ton of stress damage to us. He was mostly summoned or focused on resummoning his friends, which is good, because that means he's not doing damage to us. And the health damage was mostly mitigated by Cormet's incredible defense, or... what am I trying to say? Or Brasini putting the dodge on people. I knew there was 2 reasons why the damage was mitigated. That's good shit. That's what I like to see. Dodge tanking, just like Fire Emblem. Feels good. Though now that I see that Cormet is actually at 48 stress, that makes the four sort of ticks of stress much scarier. I don't like that at all. Maybe I shouldn't have marked him. Maybe I shouldn't have done this exact thing that I just did, so that the Bone Courtier wouldn't hit him with his gross drink, with his purple drink. But he is going to, isn't he? Partly because he's marked, and partly because he's the most stressed. I think that is part of the AI of the stress boys, is that they will focus on people who are already stressed, or at least they have a higher likelihood of doing that. As we just saw, it's not an exact science. So it's probably like a probability thing where it's like, oh, 60% of the time they'll target whoever has the highest stress, 40% they'll target a random person in the party. Something like that. That's what I would guess the AI is like. I have not modded this game. There are shit tons of mods for Darkest Dungeon, and while I have not tried any of them, a lot of them look really cool. There are people who have done really, really good stuff that looks very like in-universe, and I admire that a lot. I admire the dedication. It's the same with Fire Emblem 7X. Now that's a fan game, but it's good, and it's good enough to be like a Fire Emblem game, and that's like I've said it before. I'll say it again. Fire Emblem 7X. That's my favorite Fire Emblem game, and it's not even done. It's so good at what it does. I'm not saying like that like it's a perfect game, or that other Fire Emblems don't beat it in some regards, because like I mean it's not done. It can't be perfect. It's not done, and it can't be perfect because nothing is perfect. All art is relative and subjective. Yada yada yada. Whatever. But it's my favorite one because of all the stuff that it does so well, and it's a fucking fan project, and that's awesome. That's so badical. I love it. I love that game. And I love the fact that it's fan-made because it feels like it makes it even more of an achievement that they have done what they did, which is make an incredible game. But this is not a Fire Emblem playthrough. We're going to keep going. We're okay. Brasinia's at half health, but well, now they're a little higher. Yeah, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Yeah, open this box. Heirlooms in there. Who gives a shit? A torch? A bust? Love it. Love the stuff. Let's crack open this rubble. Use a shovel. It almost rhymed in a kind of adorable little way. So we're just gonna go to this room with treasure, and then that's what we're gonna call it for this adventure, because we are getting a little dangerous on stress, just to the point where a really bad fight could fuck us up pretty royally. You're gonna go back one, just in case this is a fight where we can put bleeds on people. Though that has not been the case. We've been using mostly Dirk Stab from the Jester this entire time. It's been okay because it's fucking spiders. Well, who gives a shit? Spiders ain't shit but hoes and tricks. I've always said that about spiders. Those two are about to die. Fucking Falson just killed 2 spiders in a single terrible blow. That's what I like to see. Put that dodge in everyone, baby. Yeah. Love the dodge. The dodge vapors. It's my favorite car. Dumb. So stupid. I do like that the spiders are dying. So what I was gonna say, I do like the concept of mods. I'm always reluctant to actually do it, and I'm not sure why. Like the games that I've played with mods, let's see, let me think. They've mostly been Civilization 6, I think, would be the one that I've used the most mods on. And I love Civilization 6, and I've loved some of the mods, but I don't like how inconsistent they can be, and like how I don't know if they're going to fuck up a game in a permanent way, I guess. But that's pretty rare. Like, that's not going to happen all the time. But we can get rid of the skeleton's key because we don't have a secret room. We know this for a fact. Did we go to the treasure room? Should we go to the other battle room? We could throw away these torches. We got a move charm. We could sell that for probably $750 if we're being honest. Nah, let's just bail. Let's go home. Let's go back to the hamlet. Tokens of hope recovered from the encroaching dark. Look at all that fucking money. The fucking money. Oh, that's good. That's good stuff. Hey, we got 2 diseases. Just in time for us to have increased the treatment cells in the medical ward of the sanitarium. Perfect. Wow, chef kiss. Ooh, it's All Saints Day, so the cloister and the transept and the penance hall are free, just like they were last time. But that's fine. I'm not bitter or anything. That's just 2 good things. Creme, you up? Don't be so lethargic. Wake the fuck up. Reynald, what do you got? Dacnomania? I don't love Dacnomania. What do you got? Dismiss, a known cheat? Don't love slow draw. We could lock in early riser, so that's another great one. In that he'll like fucking always go first. Russell, what you got for me, bud? Weapon Tinker is solid, but I think we're going to get rid of Zoophobia. Because there's a significant number of beasts, and they can show up anywhere. So I don't want Zoophobia. Alright, next time on Tim Friend, we're going to have maybe put a little TLC into the Hamlet. I don't think we have the relics for that, but who knows. And then we'll be back on the road into the very spooky basement. You might even call it the Darkest Dungeon. Oh shit, I put Russell in the thing. I forgot we were going to do a veteran mode. I'm sorry. Well, maybe next week. Bye, everybody.
We're Tim Friend.